Hello, welcome to Brimwood Farm. You would never believe it from the weather today. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it is the autumn equinox, so we are heading into winter. So what am I going to be doing today? Some seed saving. So as you can probably see behind me, there are some sunflowers that are going over. So I'm going to start harvesting those sunflower heads for a number of reasons. A, I want to be able to grow those sunflowers again next year as sunflower plants. I want to do some microgreens using some sunflower seeds. I want to eat some myself. And I also want to use them to feed to my menagerie of birds, my cockatiels and my budgies and things like that. There's also some Nicotiana that I want to harvest. It's got tons of little seed pods on it, and I need to harvest those now before they all start popping out of the seed pods and going everywhere. So let's start with the Nicotiana. So it has to be said that the Nicotiana has been amazing this year. Now obviously in the sunlight it doesn't look great because it's one of those plants that comes out in the evening. You can see the flowers kind of look like that white one, but of an evening they glow in the moonlight. They're absolutely amazing. They have tons of fabulous scent as well, and these are actually plants that were planted last year, and they survived. You can see they're very woody at the bottom. They actually survived the winter because we didn't really have a harsh frost. But they have been absolutely amazing. But they're probably, now they've done all this flowering and they're starting to not look so great, they're probably going to die off. But you can see there are a lot of little pods on there, and these pods are all full of seeds. So let us grab some. Now the thing about seeds is you need them to be dry. So what I'm going to do, actually I might just be able to, they just actually come straight off the pod there. And then you need to put them into cardboard or paper, not plastic, because the plastic will then hold in all of that moisture and then they'll go muddy. You can see how tiny those seeds are. Now I obviously haven't got an envelope at the moment, so I'm going to collect them in this egg carton top, and they can just lie around, because even though these are really dry, they could probably, once they've been picked off the stem, they could probably do with just being sat around on in a cool place in the house for a little bit, just to completely dry out, and then these seeds can be sorted from the chaff and put into an envelope and labelled. So it really is just a case of finding these, and they have dried out already, and you can see they've already started to open up, so some of these seeds have probably fallen out, but it's just a case of pulling them off. And you can see the flower, how it flowers from here, and then the stems grow and they keep going. So it's not a flower that you need to actually deadhead, because they just keep going up the stem. You can see here we've got some older flowers that have turned to seed pods, and here's some more flowers, and then there's more flowers right at the top. And that's another reason I love this plant so much, is because no deadheading required, and it just goes on and on and on. So let me just take off some of these. Might need a pair of succotaurs. It is glorious how you can just, actually I can just twist it and then they're coming off. There we go. So just from these seeds, you can see just how many seeds are coming out. So I'll dry these all off inside. Oh, that had loads. And then these will get saved. Next year I'm probably going to do a few more colours. I've only got white Nicotiana. Yeah, are you interested in what I'm doing? It's seeds. It's not to eat. It's not food. No, not food. So I'll probably do some more colours next year, because I've just got the white ones so far, but they have been amazing. And it's just that glorious scent at night. So I've got these, I'm going to go and do the sunflowers. So this is a multi-stemmed sunflower called Helios. We actually have some flowers still up here. You can see they're nice and big, and they have that sort of red centre on them. They're starting to go over now. And I've left them all in situ, as you can see, but they really need to start coming off now. So this seed head is pretty ready to go. All of these are individual sunflower seeds. I've got one over here, and what happens is So the flowery bit, here's the pollen-y bit on your flower. You can see the pollen in the middle of the flower, and then they die off, as you can see in this one, and then this just rubs off, and the seeds are below. And I could probably harvest this now actually and just take all of this stuff off. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to take off these heads, and it's literally just a case of snipping them off. So let's get a pair of suckers. There we go, done. And then again, what you want to do is you want to take this inside, and because even though it looks dry, you want to take it inside and just dry it out, make sure all that moisture is gone. So I'm going to collect a few more seed pods, and we'll go inside and put them on a tray. So I've harvested a tray of sunflower seeds. This doesn't get direct light, which is why the orchids are there. The orchids quite like it because it's not direct sun, but it's warmish, and it will just mean that these will dry out really, really nicely. Now most of them, as you can see, are really brittle, and I think this might have been even the first one. And you know when they're really dry because they start to curl over. So that's not flat anymore, it's started to curl over. And I wonder if we can get some seeds to come off it. See, it's not, there we go. So they are our sunflower seeds, which are wonderful. So I'm going to collect all of these up, and they'll be used both in the kitchen for me and also for the birds. But for now, I'm just going to dry these out here, turn them over. Oh, this one's been really dry as well. You can see it's all started to come out already, which is great. And these sunflowers have been brilliant. So this is Helios. I've had it in the house, and I've used it as cut flowers, and I'm going to do tons more next year, which is why I want so many seeds, because I'm going to actually sell those cut flowers as well, because they're a really pretty plant. But there's so many uses for the seeds afterwards as well. And even if you're inundated with seeds, you can use them in the winter to feed the wild birds. They'll absolutely love them. You can roast them. I'm going to try. I've never tried this, but I'm going to try them as microgreens as well, and just see how they come up. But they also look fabulous. I mean, I love little sunflower seeds. They look great, don't they? It's not going to focus on it. But yeah. So this is the first haul, but there are tons more out there. I've got maybe 6 plants, and each plant has multi stems, so you get a lot of seeds for your money. So this is a great time of year to start all that seed saving, so you don't have to buy more seed for next year. I mean, you can do it from your vegetables too. And actually, I know this is out of season, this foxglove, but it plonked itself here on its own. I didn't plant it here, and it's just been really, really wonderful. And it's a beautiful white one. And again, these flowers are starting to fall off now. And if you look down here, we've got developing seed pods. So again, I will collect these. Now, one thing I will say about foxgloves is they often hybridize with other species. So even though I've got this white one, they may well not come out white. The only thing I will say is because there is no other ones open in the garden at the moment, it's probably that the insects have cloned it from the same plant, pollinated it from the same plant. So if these are actually fertile seeds, they probably will come out white. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day because it's absolutely glorious, and I have a long list of things to do. I hope I've given you some ideas about getting out in your garden, saving some seed and growing your own plants for free. If you've liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, make sure you check out the Brimwood Farm community group on Facebook. The link is below, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.